Good day. What day is today? Hump day? No clue. Good morning. My light is making me so orange. Give me one sec. I gotta change the tone. Better? Yeah, I look less fucking orange. Kitten! Oh my god, 2 years? What the shit? Hey, it is Thursday? Shut up. Is it actually Thursday? Oh my god, it's Thursday. I legitimately thought it was Wednesday. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Alcalcaru. My brain. Kitten 120. Thank you very much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings for 2 fucking years. Holy shit.
Hail the Dank Lord.
And did you take your joy today?
Never forget to take your
Good
joy.
morning, BDO.
And I guarantee
I'm
you'll
an
be able to go
idiot.
as smooth as velvet.
I didn't sleep very well last night. I had to take a melatonin to get to sleep, and I am so lightheaded, and I don't know if it's the leftover of the melatonin or what, but all morning, like, I am a lightheaded cloud face today. I don't know what's going on. My body's like, I don't know. I got real sweaty and nauseous right before I went live, but I was like, you know what? That'll pass, right? How y'all doing? Today I learned there's a famous pizza chain that was named after a serial killer. Turns out Jeffrey Dahmer had a pizza in the fridge with a bunch of human noses on it. Dahmer nose pizza. Oh my fucking god. I haven't watched that yet. Have you watched the special? That's pretty good though. Thank you. I hate you. Have you watched the docu whatever on him? Good. We should. I rinsed my bong, but I need a load of bowl. I have like a very toasty bowl from last night in there. Good morning, Young. How are you? I've never had a hangover from melatonin today, but that's the only thing I can come up with other than maybe my sinuses. Like, you know how when your sinuses are just plugged for some reason and you get kind of dizzy? That's the only thing I can come up with because I'm just kind of like, I don't know, funny feeling today. I feel funny. I did not run because I was afraid I would fall over. So, yeah. Hey, Sidious, good morning. How are you? Good morning, Trash Panda. How are you? Cocky, good morning. Aw, not feeling too hot. Boo, I hope you don't have anything poopy. Doe, I hope you're okay. I hope you have a good day at work and it's not terrible. I didn't know there was a documentary about him. I really hope it's titled Getting to Gnaw You. Oh my god, it's not, but that is a missed opportunity. It's like a biopic. Not a documentary, but like a biopic on him, you know, where like an actor plays him. Kind of like they did one a couple years ago on Netflix for, oh god, not the Green River Killer, a different killer, but it followed like his wife and how she thought he was innocent the whole time or something like that. It's a movie like that. I haven't watched it yet. I know the gist of Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, who doesn't know what the fuck Jeffrey Dahmer did? Come on. I don't know. I'll watch it eventually. He would take lovers and then turn their skin into lampshades. I hope not a method actor. Oh, I kind of hope so, though. Hi, Taco. How are you, love? Good morning. No, I think I'm okay, but over half my kiddos are out with RSV. You know, my mom told me she thought this winter was going to be bad. I really hope it's not. I hope it's not as bad as my mom thinks it's going to be. Mine have been so shit. My sinuses are just clogged. It sucks. Evan Peters playing Dahmer. I love Evan Peters. Like, that's probably the only reason I would watch it. Really? He's a really good actor. Like, he's fantastic and everything. Have you seen it? You haven't seen Dahmer yet, though. Interesting. I'm curious to see if it's good. Hello from work. Hello, Viata. We're about to cheers. I was just going to pack a bowl. I'm really lightheaded today for some fucking reason. I don't know. So I might smoke a little slower than normal. Just because I don't know what the fuck's going on with my head. Cheers, bitches. Absolutely cheers. What? No. Voodoo said, y'all hear about Twitch lowering all streams in South Korea to 720p? Why? Where the fuck did that come from? What's happening to Twitch? Is Twitch... What's happening? What's happening to Twitch right now? What's going on? Why? It's on their Korean blog. I can link it if you want. Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of people would like to read it. It's but why? Like, is it like a thing against South Korea, or is I don't understand why. Why would you do that? Like, I understand Twitch wants to, like, save resources and shit, but okay. Money. Amazon claims they cannot afford to pay the Korean government. Yes. Kind of like they can't afford to pay their workers to pee in anything but a bottle. Excellent. Wow. Oh my god, it's in Korean? Oh my god, I'd have to translate it. I'll translate it and read it later. That's cool, though. I mean, thank you for the article. That's not a cool thing. That's pretty fucked up. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Is it Amazon? Like, Twitch is still separate from Amazon. Like, Twitch still makes its own decisions. Amazon just put in a bunch of their own people. So I wonder if it's Amazon or if it's Twitch. Like, does Amazon... I don't know if Amazon's tossing any money Twitch's way. Like, we've talked about that before, Voodoo. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. But, like, big companies don't buy tiny failing companies to help them. They usually buy them to wipe them out, to, like, absorb them. And so I don't know if Amazon's even throwing a bone at Twitch. Really, I don't know. If there's so much Amazon can't afford, doesn't that kind of admit the whole stage capitalism bullshit isn't working? Yeah. This whole late stage, excuse me. Yes. Yeah. Even more fucked up, they aren't letting people outside of Korea know about it. What? So you have to translate it. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty play, Twitch. That's dirty play. Man. Twitch needs to do something that won't get them in people. Like, when's the last time Twitch did something that we were all like, thank you? Like, for real. Like, this is no shade on Twitch, but every move they make is universally despised. It seems like. Or it's just very confusing and we're all like, why did you add that? Gift subs. That was probably the last time, right? When they invented gift subs. Whenever that was, years ago. Was thinking about earlier about how our capitalism, we literally have recession built into it. Absolutely. I mean, they pretty much admitted that when they what was it called? When they like created inflation or whatever, the government, what is the term for it? Like sanctioned inflation or whatever. It was like it was inflation basically to help I don't know. It's all so fucking convoluted. I'm not smart enough to understand that. Didn't they do a 70-30 cut last week to streamers? So, from what I understand, what they did is if you are a mega streamer, like you have to have concurrent over 2,100 subs, I think, in order for it to affect you. Does that make sense? So it's not like across the board. They just like laid out all streamers and were like, fuck all of you, we're screwing you. But if you have over 2,100 subs, then they're cutting. I think that was what happened, right? It doesn't pertain to me or Zach. We're like on the cusp. We're both like on that beautiful, like under the radar cusp where we're not successful enough for Twitch to want to hurt us, but we're not like on the bottom of the totem pole. But I believe that's what happened. Considering we have a recession every 5 to 10 years and the Fed got to come in and do stuff that fucks up the non-capitalist class, not owning shit. Capitalism doesn't work. No, it never has. Impossible to make a number go up indefinitely, so lower the bar every decade and so we can do it again. Exactly, yeah. Good morning, Robo. How are you? Ooh, Alcalcru has a translation of the article. Thank you. I think it's obvious now the middle and lower class do not matter in this forum. I mean, I've been listening to a shit ton of history podcasts. I know, so like that my base of thought process is all there. But in history, middle class is shit on forever or just forgotten. The middle class is historically doesn't matter. It's kind of weird. The more I listen to more just all over the world, it's like I'm talking like international history. Like it's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't pertain to maybe 90% of streamers. It's literally like, and get this. So this is crazy. This is what I was informed of when I signed my contract years ago. This was years ago. So obviously my channel is mildly bigger and monetarily successful, whatever you want to say. This channel, ClassyKatie, is in the 0.002 upper percent of streamers in terms of income. 0.002%. So those people that are making like billions that pull, 5 billion subs a month or whatever, they're just rolling. Like I'd have no idea. They're the 0.00000 because there's so many streamers. Like streamers, anybody can stream. You can just turn your fucking stream on. Anybody can do it. So it's huge. And so when you look at the actual stats of that, like the percentage of people it's affecting is very small, and they make a lot of money. I'm not saying they deserve to have it taken away, but goddamn, I don't know what anybody does making $10,000 a month. Like, what do you do with all that money? What's it like to be rich? I have no idea. Do you just like not have anxiety about money? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm genuinely curious. I've never been in the presence of a ridiculously wealthy human, but I'd love to ask what it's like. Working from home, kind of quiet actually. Don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. It's not quiet. It's so busy. The middle class is a fabrication. The middle class is just the pores. Oh God, I hate that, but it's so true. Probably anxiety about keeping it. I've thought about that before, Chronicle. Like sometimes I wonder. I think we've talked about that here. Like does money make you evil and kind of like disconnected, or are you disconnected and that's how you acquire such a large sum of money to become like a billionaire or bajillion? Well, I don't know how much money they have. But I think at a certain point, because there's only so much stuff you can buy. Like there's only so much food you can stuff in your body. There's only so much jewelry you can wear. There's only so much. At a certain point, I think money becomes like a game to them, like a video game. And it's just, I must accumulate more points. I think that's it. That's got to be it. So it's not even a thing. Like they don't think about buying things. You know what I mean? Like it's a non-factor. It's just, I don't know. It's bizarre. It's out on the nose. Good to know. I think about these things too much. I'm glad I'm not totally off base. At least, well, money doesn't give me anxiety. It's the lack of. Post the translation. Oh shit, did I miss it? Oh, on Discord. Thank you. Al Kalkaru went and translated that Korean post. So if you guys want to read about, so allegedly what's happening is Twitch is cutting all South Korean streamers down to 720p because Amazon can't afford it. But Twitch is being kind of shady and they're not posting it in English. They only posted it just to South Korea. Not just streamers, all streams. So any stream coming out of South Korea. Good to know. Oh, terrible, but good to know. Thank you. They value money over everything. Is it even money anymore? I don't know. It's like when you have so much that nothing could make you broke. Is it? I don't know. I think about that stuff a lot. It's just got to be a weird way to live. It's got to kind of ruin your brain a little bit. Biggest complaint I've heard from affluent folks is not knowing if someone is being kind to them or associating with them solely for their money, power, connections, and not just because they like them. I could see that. I could see that a lot. To become a billionaire, you have to have sociopathic characteristics. So either you become one or live check by check, kind of. I honestly, I think you're right. Like, I think in order to accumulate such immense wealth, there has to be some stepping on people on the way. Like, you have to have a certain personality type that you don't care. If that makes sense. You know? I don't know. Cousin posted that they just baked some synonym buns. Shut up. You mean just like the ones Grammar used to make? Oh my God. That's pretty good. Thank you. Hate you. The Korean thing is because the government there keeps raising the rates on Twitch, or so their announcement says. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that's what Voodoo was saying. Apparently, it's because Twitch says they can't pay the government or whatever. I don't understand what are they paying for, like server space or something? So even if you live in South Korea and you're watching US streams, you're still gonna get 720p. That just seems unfair. A friend once told me that I would be a terrible businessman because I care too much about people. I was like, holy shit, you're right, 100%. I could never. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't want to be rich. Like, I couldn't sleep at night. I don't know. I like, it's kind of, I actually don't think the DSM has sociopathy in it anymore. I think it's called like antisocial personality disorder or something like that. But it's almost like the neurosis of the COVID thing, like creating your own reality and getting pissed when other people don't fit it. And so I think maybe they go through life with that, like their own reality. So like they didn't step on anyone. Those people just didn't get out of the way in their psychosis. You know what I mean? Hello, Nico. How are you, love?
Good morning.
Have you
Did
taken
you
your
take your
joy?
joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Twitch has faithfully. Oh, hail
Satan, bitch.
Twitch has faithfully paid all network fees and other related expenses while continuing to comply with local regulations and requirements in Korea. However, the cost of operating Twitch services in South Korea has continued to rise, and this will likely continue for the foreseeable future. As a result, new solutions are needed to maintain service operations in Korea. It's not very specific at all. Yeah. Because to be rich, you're the owning class most of the time, and you have to squeeze the bottom and make all the monies. Yeah. I mean, look at Bezos's, look at Amazon. Great example. I know he's not on the chair or anything anymore. I don't know. He's not like involved in decisions, but he did create that business and he did nothing about people pissing in bottles. He didn't give a shit about anyone at the bottom. Like he was the sole employer, of these people who are suffering, and he's still a piece of shit. Yeah. Just like sending rockets into space like an ass fuck. It's disgusting. It makes me sad. I just can't. I couldn't do it. I have a cousin. He's not like, I think he might be a millionaire, like a low millionaire, but he's what would you call it? Like a loan shark. He is he's my second cousin. He's my mom's generation, but he is pretty well. My whole life, I remember going to house parties at his house, and his house was grand. And he's a loan shark from like the 80s. So he was that guy who would be like, yeah, I'll give you money for a house. And then if you couldn't pay him back, he'd like just take the house. Didn't care, kind of shit. And I imagine it's similar to that. Whereas I could never make money because I could never kick someone out of their house for not being able to pay rent. I could never do it. I'd be like, dude, you deserve a house. Like, no one can pay rent. Fuck. Oh, the stories about Amazon are fucking terrifying. They should have put him in the dark. I agree. He would have been a great tink. People dying in warehouses. Oh, yeah, of dehydration and sleep deprivation. The fact that he was going to dismantle the bridge for his yacht. Oh, my God. The fact that he was going to dismantle the bridge for his yacht tells you everything you know about his priorities and personality. He has a bridge on his... How big must a yacht be to need a fucking bridge? Oh, he was dismantling a bridge to get his yacht through? I get what you're saying. I was like, I mean, I've seen some big fucking yachts, but how big does it have to have a bridge on it? That's believable. I mean, you can't even tell me I'm stupid for that one. That's totally believable he would have a yacht with a bridge. Come on. But that is pretty fucked up. Yes, 100%. Yeah, that's fucked up. Hello, Magic Mistress. How are you? Are you okay? Are you surviving the aftermath? Oh my God, Glut sent me a picture of his yard. Hold on, let me make sure there's no, like, identifying information in it, but he got hit. Like, they were hit. He's fine, by the way. I messaged Glut yesterday, and we talked on Twitter, and he is good. He is safe, but it was still fucking wild. This tree got knocked down by wind. Shit, wrong. Sorry. Here. Boosh. Fucking what? Wind. Wind did that. Wind. That invisible air shit outside you feel on your flesh. Oh my God, posture check. Thank you. I'm mad. I got my release from the form from the VA. They sent it to the provider, and they didn't send all of them because the provider states my disability info isn't attached. Oh, that's lovely. Isn't the VA so great? Never lost power. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. You're in the Tampa area. I think he's more in the middle, more down towards the Panhandle. But I mean, it's just crazy. That's terrifying. That could have come down on a person. He could literally buy another one to sit on the other side of the bridge. That piece of shit. He could He could, instead of driving a yacht through a canal and dismantling a bridge, he could just buy another yacht and put it on the other side of the bridge. He could probably hire a team to airlift his yacht over the bridge. But no. Dismantle a town's bridge. Okay. On a telephone pole? Shut up. I'm not from America, but that storm yesterday looked terrifying. When I lived in Maryland, we would get the leftovers, and those were intense. Like, I can't even imagine what it's like to actually be in Florida. I can't remember which hurricanes it was when I lived there, but there was a couple where the leftover gets spit up north, and Maryland is usually like, Maryland and Jersey are the two last states to get any of the hurricanes that really roll up the coast, usually. And I remember one time I went outside and I could lean on the wind. I was like at an angle like this, just leaning on it, and it could hold me up. That's how strong it was. I mean, it wasn't like a torrential storm or anything yet, but the wind was so crazy. Like Millie couldn't even go outside to pee. She'd just get blown over. It's crazy how strong just like this crazy invisible force of wind can be and how fucking destructive. We almost left. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. Dude. For real, right? I'd like to buy another and have them airlift you, bro. We don't care, right? I just don't understand what his logic is. I saw someone say the United States is a business and we are the customers, and that couldn't feel any more correct. That hurts. But it's true. The city will not dismantle that bridge as it gained historic status. Good. Fuck Bezos. Fucking douchebag. And places stay open the whole time during those hurricanes, too. I mean, that's why. Honestly, I'm kind of glad they do. Like, it's, you know, just for sake that people that are actually going through it can go buy, you know, a kerosene heater or a lamp or some food if they lose electricity. But also for the employees, that's fucking terrible. I hope they're okay. It's a catch-22, right? Like everybody needs those services, especially in a time of disaster, but also like there are people who have to go work at those services where their house might be being blown down or something. Oh my God. How were the winds pretty bad at your house? Have you ever felt it like pick your trailer up a little? Oh, that's so scary. You're going to be like Dorothy. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. And places, oh wait, worse today than yesterday. No shit. The winds are worse today. Is that normal for like when a hurricane comes through? Is the leftovers usually stronger than when you're like in the eye of it? I've never been like in one. Just the wicked ass leftovers leaning on it. Yeah, America's wild, dude. We have such a crazy, like everywhere I've lived in America, there's some extreme form of weather. You know what I mean? Like when I lived in Washington, it was rain 24/7 all the time, but also active volcanoes. Like there's earthquakes all the time. I couldn't even tell you how many earthquakes I've been in because you stop feeling them. We just don't feel them. Or it's like part of life. Like you just keep going on. Washington State's going to be motherfucking Pompeii. I guarantee it. You drive through the mountain pass. I remember the first time I drove through the mountain pass with my ex, Brian, and it looked like clouds were all around the tops of the mountain peaks that we were driving through. And he was like, it's so cool that the clouds come down this low. I'm like, that's steam from the volcanoes, bro. They're active. And he fucking turned pale as a ghost. I was like, you didn't know? What do you think mountains are? Oh, depends on the storm you're on, yeah. For the tail end, it's really the flooding. God, flooding is bad, yeah. That's going to be bad. It's also going to hit South Carolina at this point as the hurricane again. Oh, no shit. Is it like gathering speed again? The owner of one of the places that I worked at for Katrina went to January 6th. What? I don't think he was staying open for his community because they wouldn't even give us water during the storm. We had to pay for it. What? You know, that's the kind of person I assume would be at the January 6th bullshit, to be honest. Does anyone know when that's being rescheduled, by the way, the hearing? Because it was supposed to happen yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong. The owner of one of the places I worked. Oh, yeah, that's just terrible. Fort Myers is crazy. Dude, we watched one of those cams, and it was like a cam that someone just sat on the street, but it was at 6 feet high. It was like at my eye level, and the waves were hitting it in the face and broke it down. That's how high the waves were. It was crazy. Good fucking morning, Kills. How are you, love? In Illinois, it's extreme cold in the winter, especially with the amount of wind we get near the city. Oh, yeah, that's here. Maryland can get cold. Like one winter, it literally dropped below zero for a couple days, and we lost electricity. It was terrible. But yeah, Maryland, it was the rain and the wind, like the crazy-ass hurricane leftovers. That was the wild weather there. The weather in Colorado, it's just like all of it's extreme. We don't have a fall or a spring. It's just like it's summer and the sun hurts, or it's winter and everything hurts because you're cold as fuck. It's mountains, I guess. Living on the top of mountains makes everything worse. Everything here, like you don't get gentle rains in Colorado. You get a flood or you're a desert. It's one or the other, man. It's pretty wild. Meanwhile, we had an earthquake last year and it devastated and left an entire town destroyed. Holy shit, many people ended up homeless. To be fair, it was old housing. That's still terrible. Do you normally get earthquakes? Or was it like how, like you guys, you know how like some cities that never get earthquakes, the buildings crumble really fast because they're not built to withstand earthquakes. Whereas, like in Washington State, all buildings are built to like do this in an earthquake. It's super weird. They have like time lapse videos of the massive buildings downtown Seattle. Literally, the windows do this, like undulate and curve when there's an earthquake, as opposed to like being rigid and crashing down because there's just so many. Like the ground is always, we're always getting like, 2.0s and 3.0s, little earthquakes, but it's enough to break down buildings. September 28th. Thank you. I'm writing that down. Wait, no, that was yesterday. Wasn't that yesterday? What's today? What's the date today? Because the one yesterday was canceled because of the hurricane. That was yesterday. So the 28th was yesterday. So they haven't. No, totally cool. I almost wrote it down too. I had no idea what date it is. I don't fucking. They are. I don't know how they build them. Honest to God, I have no idea. It's fascinating though, and very creepy. Imagine being in one. I wonder if you feel that. It's very creepy. Last earthquake of that magnitude was 300 years ago. So no, that is so sad. I hope there wasn't too much that's just terrible. Terrible. I'm sorry. That's just terrible, Nico. They haven't given a date on the time of the new hearing, just that it will be daytime. Oh, good. Daytime. I don't understand why they had to pause it for the earthquake, for the hurricane. Was someone in Florida that they were like, because DC's fairly far away. Like, they're going to get winds like Maryland, but that's it. Maybe. You know what I mean? Trump's at Mar-a-Lago, but is he going to be at the hearing? Were they like, oh, they want people to see it. That actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't think so either. I mean, I'm okay with Mar-a-Lago getting washed off. Get going. That being said, I do live for the photos of Trump, like, getting food at his fucking omelet bar. Yeah, it makes sense that I mean, honestly, everybody is watching the news about the hurricane. Not a lot of people would watch the insurrection hearing, and I get that. That makes sense. That's the first thing that's made sense. Not that I've, like, turned down ideas. I just can't. I was like, I don't get it. It's just weather. But I suppose that makes sense. My bowl is so gross. Every day it's gross, so let's be real. Good morning, Rod. How are you? So the Alex Jones trial, what's happening so far? He hasn't been in the trial yet. People have been keeping me updated because we definitely want to watch it when he's actually at the trial. So what they're doing now is, so the state that the Sandy Hook school is in sued him. He lost because he never showed up. He was sued for like $40 million or something like that for the parents. And then now what's happening is Sandy Hook, the school, just so happens to be really close to the border of the state. So there are actually parents of children who were murdered in the massacre who live in other states. And every state has a limit on what you can sue someone for. So you could sue for $200 trillion, but you'll only be max rewarded like $250,000 or something like that. And because that's happening, all these parents in the other states that are bordering the school are going after him too and suing him as well. So I think what they're doing is they're listening to the lawyers talk about the cases, but Alex Jones isn't there yet. And so it's a lot of legal jargon. It's kind of boring, quote unquote. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of it, so I get lost. But when he's in court, we'll be watching it. I love watching his stupid face get slapped down. It feels so good. Feels so good. Oh, he's avoiding the deposition right now from Mar-a-Lago. Is he in Mar-a-Lago? That's hilarious. He was scheduled to be deposed at Mar-a-Lago on Friday as a defendant. No shit. Is that the one, the suing case over the taxes and stuff with him and his kids? I heard that he tried to settle out of court already. Didn't take long. And I think that's basically an admission of guilt. When you try to settle. She told him to fuck no, by the way. There's no settling. Like, she's going all the way. What's her name? The new judge? Ketanji Jackson? Ketanji Brown Jack? God damn it. Help. She's taking him to the grave, I think, is what she wants to do. She pissed. I'm into it. I'm living for it. I love a strong woman. It's the kid, one with him and his family. Awesome, yeah. That's the new Supreme Court justice. Oh, God. Who's the one suing? Thank you. Who's the one suing him? I fuck up names all the time. I'm terrible at this. It's not Ketanji Brown Jackson. It is blank. What is... It's going to come to me like... Fuck. Anyways. They're suing him and his family. It's awesome, and I want to watch it go down. It's amazing. I've taken up some freelance work as a proofreader. Is it wrong to tell people I'm working as a counter-errorist? No. That's kind of hilarious and horrible. I hate you. And love you, but mostly. The judge doesn't make the decision on the settlement. Oh, trying to settle is an admission of guilt. Take note, Prince Andrew. Did you see that the king dude, like, made him the, like, what is it? Oh, God, Lizzie would know the wordage. He made him, like, the stand-in king, Prince Andrew. The one that was just stripped of all his titles by his mother for being a big pervy perv. He's like the king something. He's like a stand-in king or something like that. I can't remember the wordage for it. Yeah. What the fuck? Man, the royals just love to dig themselves into holes, right? He gave him back titles as well. No shit. I'm so sorry, UK. We feel your pain as Americans. Like, we're watching it too, but fucking gross. That's gross. Wasn't it that he was friends with the Epstein? Hi, Bubba. I know. Epstein, what's his name? Letitia James, thank you. God, my brain. Letitia James, the AG for the Southern District of New York. Yes. Thank you. God, I hate my brain when it comes to names. So annoying. Thank you. This way, generational wealth should be taxed into oblivion. 100%. I mean, the fact that, yeah. I mean, if we taxed billionaires, there probably wouldn't be generational wealth. Did you see that? Did you see that disgusting video of him where his daughter, while they were laying flowers, wait, no. Is it new? Is it on his wife's grave in his fucking golf course? Do I want to know? No, I haven't seen it. I'm kind of nervous, though. Like, I want to and super don't want to see it at the same time. I know, you guys. I know. You're very needy today. I know. I love you, too. My dumb poodles. Oh, they were late. Wait, Trump and his daughter laid flowers for the queen? Or are we still talking about the king? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one, because both shit. Oh, Prince Andrew laid flowers for the queen. No, I didn't see the video. Is it creepy? What? 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 Ew. Lizzie, we're talking about your gross Prince Andrew, and I'm so sorry. How are you? Good morning. Hi, Slurm Love. How are you? Albion, that is so fucking creepy. What the fuck? I don't. I hate that so much. Fucking weird, dude. What the fuck? Why? That is so fucking creepy. Oh yes, we're talking. Well, we were talking about American politics, and we were talking about. I don't know how we got onto the king, dude. Oh, Prince Andrew, like getting titles back and shit. Getting titles back right after his grandma stripped him of all of them because he was besties with. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was besties with. Stop, please. I can't think. Stop. Oh my god, I blanked on the name already. Epstein. Fuck, I hate my brain so much. Will someone just carve it out and bury it in a hole? It doesn't work. I'd like a return now. God. Epstein, yeah, I hate my head. My housemate got granted access to work for disability, but the government are expecting them to pay for their taxis up front every month. Wait, what do you mean? And then wait for reimbursement. Oh, that's nice. Yep, that sounds very familiar. You guys are taking a note out of America books. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. One of the victims sued him and he settled out of court. Ooh. Brain returns are a bullshit idea. I don't think we get brain returns. I think our brain is like a safe we were tricked into shoving things into. They're like, oh yeah, you'll be able to recall it anytime. Lies. Lies and motherfucking slander. I need to go make new coffee because this is fucking cold. I'm going to take a quick break and I just keep sipping it because I need coffee and it's cold and it's so gross. And I just need it. So I'm going to take a quick break and go get some more coffee because, ew. Why is coffee delicious when it's hot? But the moment it's room temperature, it's like fucking ass. Gross. Tall tales from those neurotypicals. They're big fat liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging from a telephone wire. I see your nose, bitch. What is the Novastar asked? What's the best way to get your lungs stronger after surgery for pleurisy and empyema removal? So, anytime you have a procedure that causes you to start breathing more shallow, just because of pain or surgery or otherwise, they should have given you what is it called? Oh my god, I just blanked on the name of it. Why? I hate my head so much. Dude, this has got to be an ADHD like strong day. I'm just not an inhaler. It's got a little bead in it and you blow into it and you suck off of it and it like the bead goes up and tells you how strong your lungs are getting. Fuck. I hate my head. Today is a bad day for memory apparently. The name of it is just it's called a fuck my dick farts. I hate my head so much. It's a tool that you basically what we do is we look at your height and your height and your gender determines what you're assigned at birth gender determines what we can assume about your natural lung volumes. And so we set a little number on the dial and you blow spirometer. It's a spirometer. Holy shit, it's a spirometer. Thank you. I hate my head today. It's so stupid. Ugh. Sleep is important. It's a spirometer. They should have given you something like a spirometer because what's happening is your lungs don't necessarily have strength. You know what I mean? Your lungs have a sac around them, and that sac is connected to the top of your diaphragm, and your diaphragm is a muscle. So what you need to work on exercising is your diaphragm. So lots of deep breathing exercises, doing things like the opera cough, where you blow out for as long and as fast and as hard as possibly can. Like, I'll do it. You go, but keep going, keep going, keep going. Even when you feel like there's no air in your lungs, you always have a residual volume. No matter what, you won't, unless there's something going on already that you know about. You're not going to collapse your lungs blowing out, but doing big, deep, slow breaths and practicing those is the only way you're going to get your diaphragm's musculature back. It's all about that musculature and the fitness of your diaphragm. You want to get that at its strength. So what happens is when you inhale, your diaphragm pulls the lungs down so that your lungs expand. And then when you exhale, it releases your lungs and they shrink back up. But it's always with your diaphragm. You see what I'm saying? So your lungs can get kind of stiff because you haven't been deep breathing for a while, but you're just going to be stretching them out, help like getting those nice deep breaths in back again. But you don't put yourself in pain. Like if you're getting like sharp stinging pains or anything like that, don't do that. But that's honestly the number one way to get strong. Cardio activity, breathing, getting your heart rate up a little bit and breathing. You got to get your diaphragm back in shape. Words are hard. My brain is just so fucking dumb today. I hate it so much. They suck. I mean, especially when you need one. Like spirometers, I've had patients cry using a spirometer, but they are seriously great.
Let's cheers to that. Hail Satan.
I'm sorry. I think it's just I didn't sleep last night. My brain is real dumb today. I really apologize. It's my, like, I used to carry a spirometer, like, in my bag all the time. I always had one. It's just crazy. It bothers me that goes away. My brain's like, no, you don't know that word anymore. Because you want it right now. Ugh. Sorry if this sounds ignorant, but is there a difference? Oh my god, wait. Zoe, thank you for resubbing. Is there a difference? Sneaky fuck. Is there a difference between saying assigned at birth, gender, or sex? I know gender and sex are not the same thing, but isn't that what is essentially assigned to them at birth? Like, usually females get assigned as women and males as men. It's honestly, we go by assigned by birth, just so in the hospital, your genitals don't matter to me unless that's why you're there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a, like, your gender really, it's like a charting thing, but I will call you whatever pronoun you need to be called by. I go by whatever you are. But as long as I can find your urethra and get a catheter in, at the end of the day, like, a human body is a human body. You know what I mean? Zoe. And it's not ignorant. It's never ignorant to ask a question. Seriously. Staying in the dark is what ignorance is. But asking questions and asking for education never is. There's no such thing. CK destroys my holes like Rod wants to destroy Monkey Island, then open up my kerbussy. Oh my god, the kerbussy was amazing. my kerbussy and fill it with hot coffee, haunted spirits, Furbies, and the sweet memories of Clippy rapping gangstas. Paradise, before Jar Jar Binks makes it creamy with Zeke sauce. Misa no like a creamy. What? Ooh woo. I love you, Zoe. Thank you for the reason. Oh my god, I have no idea, Viata. I have no idea. But I did check in on Glut. I don't know if you heard that earlier. I checked in on him and he's good. He's safe. A gigantic tree came down near his house, but he's safe and he's okay. I got a breathing thing that shakes, but it isn't as good after a week. You got a breathing thing that shakes. Like a vest? Like one of those vests that shakes you and helps you cough? I want to have gender with everyone. I want to have gender. Seriously. Oh my God. It's so funny you bring that up, actually, Nico. We were just talking about that yesterday. Neuro was hanging out, and Neuro was in the current process of shutting down a bigoted fucking doctor on Twitter who was up in arms about pronouns. A doctor, a medical professional, choosing to die on the hill of pronouns. Cheers. I need to get, not cheers to that, but I owe cheerses. Cheers, bitches. But he actually wrote a letter to their institution saying their doctors are fucking shit, which was amazing. I love that so much because I've never, ever in my life worked with a medical professional that ever had a problem with a pronoun, changing pronouns or changing Mrs. or Mr. or anything. Like if they make a mistake, myself or the nurse will be like, actually, this is Mrs. So-and-so. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. So-and-so. Never in my life. Because we don't care. We're there to make you better. Someone dying on the hill of pronouns, like go fuck off. I can't with that. Cheers, everybody. To not that. Cheers. I don't know what this is. What did I grind up? I have no idea what was in my grinder. No clue. I know I saw Coolio passed away. Does anyone know how? It's very sad. He was only 59. Like, that's insanely young these days. People don't die at 59. Like, without some sort of genetic, like, heart issue or something like that. It was cardiac arrest. Was it a genetic thing or just it was just a heart attack? That's so sad. Well, gangster in paradise for real. It's very sad. It looks like an inhaler, but it has a wheel in it, and you have to spin. Oh, yes! Yep, I know exactly what you're using. It's like a little handheld one, and it rattles your chest. It is to help you cough as well. Because anytime that you're not breathing as deep as you should, what can happen is your saliva and stuff can pool up in the bottom lobes of your lungs where you're not deep breathing to get it out. And so what that does is it causes very small vibrations down your throat into your bronchial tubes to help you cough. Because like that's probably the most annoying thing about any lung infection or recovering your lungs from anything is that your lungs are so specifically permeable to just air that when you inhale spit, saliva, mucus, like all this shit that your mouth and nose is producing, it doesn't get absorbed through your lungs. It just sits there and you have to get it out. You have to cough it out. There's no way for your body's not just going to be like, oh, look, yum. Like, you know what I mean? You have to cough it out. And if it sits down there, what your body will do is it'll create an encapsulation around the infection, what it deems an infection, and you'll get something called bronchiectasis, where you'll have a really annoying, non-productive cough for a ridiculously long time. Because what's happened is your body's no longer giving air to that lobe of lung, but you've actually developed an infection. And bronchiectasis is fucking horrible. Like, sometimes the only way to get rid of it is for us to go in and bronch you, like go in with a microscopic tube into your bronchial tubes with a camera and suck it all out because you can't cough it up anymore. Your lung gives up on that lobe. Your lung says no more. So it's very, very important to cough and get shit out as long as you're not hurting yourself. All the shit. Doesn't have to be infection. Just anything that's getting inhaled into your lungs, you want to get that shit out. It's the best way to get better. It sucks, but it's real. Please now think about breathing and blinking. I don't want to do that. That's so sad. I'm sad. Cardiac arrest. Man. Gangster paradise. Poor guy. I feel so weird today, guys. I'm so lightheaded and like hot and strangely sweaty. I really hope I'm not getting sick. I didn't go anywhere to get sick. I didn't touch any strangers. But my hands are a little sweaty and I just feel like dizzy. Fuck. Let's play some fucking Control. Maybe I'll get less dizzy playing a game. I don't know. I don't know why my head feels funny today. I don't like it. Now that I don't have to think about people knocking on my doors all day, I can actually like chill. My blood pressure is always chronically dumb low. My heart rate's fine. I don't know. Part of me thinks I had to take a melatonin last night. I've never had a hangover from a melatonin in my life, but I took it real late because I couldn't go to sleep. I took it at like 1 in the morning and I wake up at 6. So part of me thinks it's like might be leftovers of that because it's just like a little off balance. Like I didn't go running this morning because I was like, I might fall over. Kind of like on a boat. I feel a little tilty, but it's just weird. I don't know. I don't like it, but I'm hydrating. I took some sinus meds in case it's my sinuses. We'll see. I feel the same way, but I did have a few drinky poos last night. Boo. I hope you feel better. Get some salt. Hey Zoe, thank you for being an awesome person. What's this? Because we don't have time for a third place now, so we have to do it while we're doing our second place. Yeah. I never thought about that before, but it's kind of like, yeah. That's beautiful, Zoe. Is that Twitter? I want to retweet that. That's beautiful. Shush, 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 shush. Fucking autoplay makes me want to die. That's beautiful. That was so nice. I mean, it is kind of weird to think about that, though. I've never thought about it, but it's true. I never thought about it in terms of a third place. But, like, people really don't have time. Who has that much time to have social time at a third place anymore? So we do it while we're working. Or doing other things, right? Right? Well, I feel like Twitch is definitely, like, when I have that feeling like I want to be social, but I don't want to, like, put together a hangout or something, I go hang out in a chat on Twitch. And I feel like I'm hanging out with friends, but it wasn't, like, some organized, highfalutin something, but I get to be social. Thank you. I love you guys. You're definitely you're my first, second, and third place, because this is my house, my work, and my third place. I have one place that's 3 places. Is this why I'm shaking and broken inside? I don't know. That's so nice. I love that. The third place. I love how he put that. Nico, I used to do that a lot. Then Discord decided to take a shiza on me and it kind of died, but I think stuff like that is nice just to be somewhere to chill where it's like not trying to think of the word for it. It's not high maintenance. It's not a high maintenance environment. You know what I mean? Like you can get up and leave whenever you want. You can get up and pee, you can be on your phone, you can drink a coffee, you can pay as much attention as you want or as little attention as you want. It's relaxing, but you still get to be social. Yeah, I like that. I love that feeling. Whereas, like, when you go to, like, someone's birthday party or something that's highly organized, you're like, when's the appropriate time to leave? Like, yeah, it's like meetings that could be an email. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's something that's very, very relaxing about that. And that it's just accepted that that's the environment you're in. You know what I mean? That's like Twitch, Discord, back when we used to hang on, like, what's it called? Why is my brain like this? I hate it so much. Ventrilo? It was like that. Like you could peace out whenever you wanted or come back and hang out. Like if people were in a public chat, that was the exception. That was the expectation. Why you were drawn to VR? Maybe. VR makes me sick, but I've heard a lot of people fucking love it. Good morning, Siriska. How are you, love? Taking a break from class. I was just about to start some Control. Would you like to cheers? Let's cheers and play Control and chill. I'm into it. I woke up real dizzy today. My head is just, I feel like I'm kind of underwater. So I figured I'd just dive right into the game and see what the fuck happens. The game is so good, though. If you guys haven't seen me play Control or you have never played Control yourself, holy shit. It's like BioShock on crack. It's so much fun. But funnier, somehow. So I think about redoing that all the time, but the moment Millie's on cam, I will be broken. If I could somehow edit it so Millie's not behind me on a couch, I would do it in a second again. I miss it so much. I miss hanging out. Honestly, I was thinking about doing for the month of October, watching Halloween movies every Friday in Discord and hanging out. Like I want to rewatch Nocturne so bad, but my forever dog is on a couch behind me and she's dead now, and I can't. I haven't seen a video of her since she passed away, and I don't know what my body would do because pictures break me. I don't know yet. I'm too much of a pussy. It's on me. It's my fault. It's on me. My shit's plugged. God damn it. There are no excuses. It's just me. Millie is eternal. She is so eternal. There are so many awesome Twitch pets out there that are literally have like, what's the word? Not invincibility. They have the eternal youth. They're immortal. Immortal's the word. They're immortal on the internet. It's beautiful. But I call me a puss. I'm still real fucked up over my dog. Chronicle, 100%. I probably am taking way too long in this game that I should because I search every fucking corner 3 times for lore. The lore is the best part. All the shit we read on the side, like the funny, the weird stuff you pick up. I don't want to spoil it. I'm sure we'll find more. The metaverse. Oh my god. Zoe, but did you get paid well? I'm playing solitaire while I wait for watercolor to dry. Nice. Solitaire is always entertaining. My cat's 16. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old. I dread the day she goes. That my Millie, she was 13. But she was my dog. I got her my sophomore year of college. And she just passed away last year. And so she was like my companion through the hardest points of my life. Like growing up, like becoming an adult, going from like living in my parents' house to being an adult. She was my everything. I used to bring her to class with me. She would like sit on my lap and be silent while I took notes in the back of the auditorium. Like, I still haven't figured out how to rewrite my life without her in it. You know what I mean? It's very weird. So the meds they put in with the chest tube caused a severe inflammation in pneumothorax. Oh my god, with fluid. So they literally went in and scrubbed my lung clean. So they bronched you. You got a bronch, yeah, and removed all the fluid. It took 7 days to stay in the hospital. I'm so happy you're okay, Novastar. Jesus Christ. Keep on coughing. If you ever find yourself like you feel like you're gonna pull a muscle or something, this is just good advice for coughing. One thing you can do is it's called a quad cough. Get on all fours and cough. The angle your body puts you when you're on all fours, like a dog, like you're playing a dog or something, it slightly puts you at an incline so your face is a little bit lower than your ass usually. And it can help mobilize those secretions. It's basically simulating us proning you in a bed, in like what are those rotation beds called? Where we can put you upside down and put you at a crazy angle, but we have you strapped to the bed so we can gravity can help drain stuff out of your lungs. Yeah, that's a real good one. I have that every once in a while if I'm like coughing a bunch and I feel like I just keep coughing but nothing's coming up. Do a quad cough. And if you're one of those people who have like your arms are longer than your legs for some reason, I have really long legs. Just, bend your elbows. Make sure your head is just a little bit lower than your ass and then just give yourself a couple really, really good coughs. What you're doing is basically that's gravity's helping. No, obviously. But by supporting yourself on the ground with your arms, you're taking a lot of the strain out of the muscles around your ribs when you cough, and these are the ones you usually pull from coughing too much. And when you pull a muscle, you really can't cough at all, and you're going to get fucked. You don't want that. Yeah, I mean, it's good to know after smoking pot. I've done it before. Do this. There's a reason we put our head between our knees when we cough. It's like natural. It helps stuff move out. Absolutely. Yeah. You want to fucking cough. Like, it's never a good idea to hold a cough in. If your body is coughing, there's something in you want to get out. You know what I mean? I think that's the best advice I can give you. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to...
Hail Satan.
Penetrate that asshole.
Pagan God just gifted a sub to Pataflafla. Pataflafla, I love your name. That is fucking just fun to say. But thank you so much for gifting a sub on my channel today. Welcome to the Butt Wizards. Go forth and be consensual in every way. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sales. Thank you for resetting the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it an swings for 28 freaking months. I appreciate you. God damn, that's a long time. Layska, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Layska, Pagan God. I appreciate you. You silly deech. What are you doing? That's a dick and a bitch together. I put it together. Listen to the universe. Wait, what is this? Wait, what's this treat? What's happening? Hail Satan. Hi Trekkie. Hi Corey. How are you? I don't. The chat blew up in 1 second, and my brain got confused. I was loading a bowl, wasn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Do we have a link to the penetrate your asshole sound clip? I think Lizzie has that one. Lizzie gave me that one, and then this one. Is it this one?
Allow yourself to be penetrated.
I have this one.
Be penetrated by everything and everyone that is good in this life. Penetrate that asshole.
What's a lemon? I don't know. I don't get anything wet. Isn't it? Oh, the whole video. Nico, would you like to see the video? I'll show it on stream because I'm sure stream won't complain. It's so fucking good. It's so funny. This dude is like legit. He's not. I mean, I just have to show you. It's legit and so funny. And Glut sent me that one a couple days ago, and then literally Lizzie sent me the other one maybe 24 hours later, and I was like, oh, this dude must be blowing up. And Lizzie was like, this man is you. Well, he does talk about butts a lot. Hold on, I gotta find it. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna burp. Maybe. But Minnie was the real queen. So much wisdom, right? It's just sage advice. Don't fucking waste your energy on a shit day. Today is shit. Tomorrow's a new one. Let's go. I'm into that. Shut up. Do you really? Oh, thank you. Cheers. Isn't this ridiculous? My dudes, look at this. This is the chapstick. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, it's going to be huge. It's going to be like a little pot of, no. That's the chapstick. What is this? What is this? What is this? What am I doing with this? What's that? For that? Why is life cruel like this? Talking about packaging being mildly excessive. Swag? That? I didn't even go to Disney World for it. What am I going to tell people like, hey, check my mini. Oh, did you go to Disney World? No, Walgreens. Jealous? Sick. Legally distinct Minnie Mouse butthole chapstick. Exactly. It is. I think it's like licensed. Wait, is it? I don't know. It's Lip Smackers. I assume Lip Smackers has been around maybe longer than Disney. It's like old school Minnie. I don't know. It was all they had. It smells like strawberry though. It tastes nice. That's the $10 Disney tax. Mm-hmm. Good. Well, you're not wrong. It's not. Yeah, you got me there. It's not exactly good swag. It's just a ridiculous chapstick, and I desperately need lip balm. Have you ever thought about the fact that your mouth is just a convenient slit in your face where the mucous membrane of your cheeks is prolapsing out, and that's what lips are, and that's why they get chapped and are different than the face skin? Just me? Some days are just fucked. It's true for me on migraine days. Yeah. Which usually comes with a free bonus hangover day that's almost as bad. Same. Oh, I always get a migraine hangover. It's not, I don't have pain on the hangover day. I just feel so tired, like I'm not getting anything. Yeah. Lips are mucous membrane that is prolapsed out the slit in your face. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't that fucking weird? These are thoughts I have late at night. I know our butthole skin is the same skin as our lips. That's why you can feel spicy things when you shit them out. That's so weird. But it makes sense. Is your mouth and booty hole made up of the same cells? Yes. You can kind of, like, that's why when you eat something spicy, you can feel it on your anus ring. The spice. You know what I mean? But you don't, like, feel it on your fingy tips. It's probably why we like sucking dick. I would not throw that away in any way, shape, or form. And our bones are wet. I hate that. That's still haunting me. We use the term bone dry, but bones are wet. Anus material. Yes, mouths are speaking anuses with teeth. Yeah. Fucking creepy, huh? And we're like, ooh, look at those lush lips. What do you mean that prolapsed cheek mucosa that's coming out of the slit in their face? Yeah, that's cute. What physiological purpose does that serve? Which purpose? Oh, for your butthole to taste things? I have no idea. I think it's just convenient. It's just mucus membrane. The inside of your mouth is a mucus membrane. The inside of your penis or your vagina is a mucus membrane, which is why you don't want to cut up jalapenos and then touch your nana. You ever know, like, you can smear a jalapeno on your elbow, but you don't feel spice on your elbow. But you'll feel spice on your hoo-ha or your mouth or your beehole because they're all just mucus membrane. It's internal membrane that is exposed to external things. So it goes, ouch. Hello, Mayo. How are you, love? Seatown. I hate wet bones. Everybody's wet on the inside. I fell down into a burning ring of fire and burnt. Oh no, that's a spicy night. I've definitely sang that on the toilet a few times in my life. That's romantic. We are a gray fat blob running a skin mecha. I know, it's so weird. And your brain is the only organ that named itself and is currently talking about itself in third person right now. Mine is, anyways. Like that fucking, you just don't go too far on that one. That'll hurt you. Wait, Have a Nice Death has an update? Did they add more content? I beat the game so many times. I just wasn't finding new shit anymore. Let's see. I don't have an update in my thing. When did they do the update? I'll have to check it out. That's such a fucking good game. But if there's an update and new material, it's there. I see it. Natural disasters. Ooh, dear recruits. Starting Thursday, September 29th at 9 a.m. PT, you have access to the Natural Disasters Department. I'm going to update that after stream. I'm making a note. Thank you. I love you. That is an incredible game. If you like Hades or Dreamscaper or any of those roguelites, Have a Nice Death is fucking amazing. I was critically addicted for quite a few months on that game, and then I just beat it a lot of times. But if they're adding new shit, I'm in. Hell yeah. Perhaps it's a convenient template. Maybe it's less evolutionarily expensive than evolving a dedicated type of skin. I think so, because there's two types of, when we like, if you look at like the tree of life, where it starts, it branches off initially just into two different branches. And one of those branches, those creatures have what's called a one-way digestive system, and the other branch is a two-way digestive system. And then animals just went off from there and, evolved, or Jesus did things. Whatever you want to believe, you do you, boo-boo. But the ones that have a one-way digestive system are like jellyfish or mollusks, things that they eat with their butthole, to say the least, where we eat one way and it comes out one way. They eat one way and it comes out the same way. It's just one whole. And so I think that's because we all started from the same thing before that split. It's just the same material going all the way through. And it's supposed to be on the inside, so it's like not supposed to be exposed out. I don't know. That's just my theory. I have no idea. But it is interesting. Like, I can't think of another one. Like, octopus, I think, have a one-way digestive system. Lots of sea creatures have a one-way digestive system. But I can't. I know jellyfish for sure, Z's, because they're one of the most fascinating. Like, they're literally just a sentient digestive tract floating around in the ocean. It's very strange. Mucous membrane material is the foundation of the alimentary canal. Oh, no shit. There you go. Is it one of, like, the oldest? I wonder if it's one of the oldest, like, dermises to have evolved. Or, you know what I mean? Skin cell types. Because the point of mucous membrane, so what's inside your mouth, pussy, asshole, is that it's permeable. It's highly permeable. The skin, this kind of dermis, the skin that we have on the outside of our body, is not that permeable at all. And that's on purpose. Like, it's supposed to protect us from external factors. Whereas mucous membrane, like, you can, like, eat a THC candy and absorb THC via the mucous membrane of your cheek. It's purposefully absorbent, and I wonder if that's got to have something to do with it. Hi, Greg. How are you, love? I don't know if I could manage tentacles. I'm already so clumsy with just 4 limbs. Urchin, starfish, thank you. Yep, a lot of the invertebrates, yeah. Bobalicious just gifted a sub to Gregarious Fister. Bobalicious, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Greg. Greg, you know what's up. Consensuality, emotes, awesomeness.
Hailing the Dank Lord.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Thank you, Bobalicious, you kind hoe. The entire GI tract is basically different types of mucous membranes, is what I meant. Mind blown. That's amazing. I believe it, though. I mean, it's like, I didn't know until I went to medical school that you don't digest in your stomach. I had no idea. I understood that there was different stages of what digestion is, but you don't actually absorb anything, any nutrients via your stomach. Your stomach is a breakdown zone. It's like the trash compactor, kind of, which is weird. That was wild enough to me alone. finally using my biology degree, right? I can't remember the last time I used my chemistry degree. Sometimes I use it when I bake things. Hi, Troph. How are you, love? I'd love to be able to turn into a tentacle monster. Turn into one, sure. But I'd have to get rid of them. Like, if I could just be, like, clear sometimes and walk through things, I'd prefer that because I really do knock my body around a lot. I'm always covered in bruises. Both kind and a hoe. 2 honors. Amen to that. Take your joy. Absolutely.
Did you take your joy today?
Don't
Never
forget
to take your joy.
Actually, I think it's time for us to
and
take
I
a legit
guarantee
break.
your day will go as smooth
I need
as
more
velvet.
coffee too. Let's take a break. At the first legit. I took one kind of early because I had to get coffee real bad. But it's about that time where I need to run some ads, get them the fuck out of the way, so they don't run while we play games and hang out and do fun shit. It's the curse of being tall. Honestly, Troph, I've thought the same. It's like I don't realize when I'm slamming my knees and hips into stuff anymore because it's just so often. If I actually took the conscious time to acknowledge every time I bang myself up, I would have no other time in the day to do anything else. So my body has just been like, you know what? That wasn't critical. We're going to move on. Basically, I think that's just. Whereas, like, when you're shorter than the average, as some people are, I think you have to, like, you grow up avoiding the large us. So you're very, like, nimble and dodgy and not dodgy, but, you know, you dodge well. You're nimble. You get the fuck out of the way easy. And like the fucking giant that moves in slow motion over the village, just drooling. That's me. Anyways. Break time. Stand up. Stretch your dicks. Don't forget to use your Prime subs. This month is, I guess for the rest of the month is like, what, 25% off gifted subs. So if you have any streamer out there who's doing like subathons or charity stuff for subs or any of the above, maybe give them a thought if you got a few bucks. I'll be back in a few. I suggest you stand up and stretch your legs because it's good for you. Blood clots suck. Pee. Wash your hands always and forever. Keep your piss mittens clean. Piss mittens clean, and I'll be back in a few. Where the fridge is. Oh, shoot. My screens are so fucked up. I just drink tap water, but we have good tap water here, to be fair. Not that I looked it up, but I might have looked it up. We have good tap water. My tabs. Just so many. Get out of here. Okay. I got you a jellyfish. I'll be back. Look a bit, because I couldn't remember. I was like, I know I did 4. I've got 4 artifacts. It was the phone. Because the phone's not like an ability. It's like, you know. I don't know what to call it. It's whatever. What up? How are you, C-Town? Someone in chat asked my friend made any hot sauce with ghost peppers. I just found out that he has some ghost pepper sauce in the making. Oh, shit. Oh, he's making 3 new flavors. Oh, I'm very excited. That's going to be fun and horrible and fun. Welcome back, Hot Potato. Remember that game? What a weird game that was. Hot Potato. Hold on. I wonder what was it? Have a Nice Death has an update. Have a nice. Boosh. I had to write that down just so I update it later. If I update it now, like right when I'm playing a game in live and Zach goes live, it'll just be like internet implosion. All right. Let's play some fucking Control. I feel like I got to play like an hour yesterday because of all the fucking stupid chaos in my house. Where is it? Boosh. Boosh. That's a word. Allow yourself to be penetrated.
Penetrate that asshole.
Penetrate that ass. Consensually, of course. Not right now, Bill. You're so needy. Go. Shoot. I love you. Bye. They're like crackheads. You can't pet them once. Then they're like, oh, does that mean we're going to bed? And you're like, what? Hot. I wish that I would have knowed I was on your bide. I was on your bide. It's a good song. Okay. If you haven't been watching us play Control, it's a very, very cool game. It's very confusing and very wild, and we're in a very crazy spot. I think I basically got to play like an hour yesterday because, you know, life chaos got in the way. And I just really want to play it. It's really fucking good, so we're gonna.